Welcome. You're tuned in to SongLab Live. Thank you. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and follow us on all the social medias.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Today we have a special episode. We have someone joining us that is very prominent in the community, tapping in, promoting her business and what she does, and she's just an awesome, dope person. Y'all get to meet her today. I'm gonna shoot over to the other side of the table. We're also joined with another person that's probably familiar with y'all. He'll introduce himself again, and we're gonna chat it up. Can you introduce yourself?
Absolutely, and thank you for that very nice introduction. I'm Serena, owner of Ebony Gardens. We do garden services as well as spa services, so we focus on self-care, really just trying to take care of yourself in a natural way without having to utilize like modern medicine and things like that as your main go-to, of being able to kind of like care for ourselves in a healthier, more natural way.
That's dope. So like a naturopathic kind of like,
Yeah.
Okay, that's dope. We need more of that. Earl,
Oh, wow.
go ahead. Just
You
tell them what you
spoiled
want.
my introduction. You
Oh.
like totally spoiled it. You're like, Earl, say something. And you know what? What I really want to say is, given the guest and me, I don't know if the gunshots were appropriate for the intro. I'll say I liked it. It did spark my enthusiasm.
Mhm.
But I'm not trying to shoot nobody, you know what I mean? I'm just saying I promote life.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? The only time that it gets there is in the necessary needed times. We don't want that.
Couple rounds electronically.
You know what I'm saying?
Rounds.
A couple of electronic rounds. You know what I'm saying? I mean, given the guest, the sounds may be appropriate if we talking about shooting up the club. No, I'm joking. I'm saying these steams are important.
Okay. Well, we're getting to that conversation later along the line, Sarah. Just want to kind of get some information about her. And what is your background? Like, where are you from? What got you into Arizona?
I grew up here. I'm from here. Originally, I was born in Cincinnati, Ohio. Our family moved here. So my mother is a big plant person as well. So plants were always a big part of our lives growing up. So I've just naturally always tapped in to plants and the whole planting ordeal. As I got older and started to realize the deeper things of plants and their benefits and the things we eat, our fruits and vegetables and the things we eat, I felt that it became more important to kind of go in a direction that would do something that would benefit our community and our people. So that's kind of how I went into this direction.
So you came to Arizona with a vision to help people.
There you go.
Yes.
It was so dry out here.
Oh, wow.
Drought, no
It is,
trees, no grass.
No lie there.
Yeah.
We need these things.
Yeah. 100%. What inspired you to like activate this type of enthusiasm about plants?
I absolutely
Well, actually, let's separate them first. You do
Yeah.
two businesses, right? So let's talk about the plants, and then we'll talk about the other one.
Yes.
So what inspired you with the plant?
The plants, it's always been something that I just loved. I've always had plants. I wanted to start a business. It initially kind of started out with a whole nother direction of something else. But the more, the days go on, as the days go on, you kind of realize the things that you enjoy and you're passionate about, that could probably inspire someone else, to add some green and kind of spruce up their life a little bit. So I kind of started chit-chatting with a friend, like, hey, we could probably do something. We're at these farmers markets, we're going to Lowe's, we're going to Home Depot, we're buying all this stuff. We could probably maybe do this on our own,
Mhm.
So then from there, it was just like, let me figure out a plan to do something. Maybe we could start making some garden beds and getting other people to maybe start a little small garden or get a couple house plants,
Yeah.
And then we just went full fledged, make it a business, get an LLC. Let's really maybe do something with this.
Yeah, it's dope. Like when someone's looking to get into planting in their home, like where's a good place to start?
In your home, just with the small house plant, something that's easy care, so you don't feel defeated when it dies, because it's definitely trial and error.
Okay.
When you're trying to have plants, it depends on what type of plant it is, where you're going to put it in your house, if you're even going to be there to water it enough, if you're even going to remember that you have it.
Yeah.
Because you kind of either have to, if you're not going to like be passionate about it, but you want to have that decor in your house, you want to have your house look good, you want to kind of breathe fresh, those type of things, and you can get like easier care. But if you start to get into it, you can really make something happen with it, and go from just getting a few house plants to maybe getting a few herbs in your kitchen, something along, your windowsill.
Yeah.
And then to, starting a small garden in the back. It doesn't have to be anything big and extreme. You could have a small planter on your patio at your apartment,
Yeah.
So if I want to grow some marijuana and no, I was playing.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That is within botany.
An option.
Yeah, it's an option. I wouldn't plan on distributing it. I would just consume it.
Yeah.
So is there a particular plant though that you recommend people start with, or maybe that's like seasonal?
I feel like pothoses are so easier, like succulents, especially out here. It's so dry. You don't have to consistently water it. You can kind of water it every now and then, set it on your calendar to water every a week. Once a week or so.
Pothos?
Yeah.
Okay.
And those grow viney. Like you can just have that in some water and just grow that into a really big, beautiful plant.
Are those the big leafy ones? I'm gonna look it up here.
Yeah, they kind of get viney. You can either put like pothos, you can put devil's ivy. Yeah, they grow. It's probably like you've seen one in your grandma's house or your auntie's house, and it's probably like hung along the wall
Okay.
and hanging down.
Insert picture here of
Pothos.
Pothos. That's dope. So, Earl, if you have questions too, man, feel free to jump in. I know
100%. Thank you very much for that. When it comes to the gardening, how is it that you started out helping people get beds and start their own indoor gardens, correct? Where are you
Outdoor.
Or outdoor gardens? Okay. So do you do indoor?
So I personally do. I have an aero garden. So like right now I have my lettuce growing and stuff. I have a tomato plant growing.
Oh.
I have on my front patio is not an aero garden. It's just like my regular plants, but it's just herbs. I have mint, basil. Right on the patio.
That's exactly
tomato
what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
So you can go out there while you're cooking and just grab a little piece and fresh right there. That's beautiful.
Throw it in your spaghetti sauce.
And so you also have an outdoor location. Where's that?
Well, I have a garden at my house, and then I do I'm volunteering with the Phoenix LOC. They have spaces of opportunity, and then the more I can get out and volunteer any garden, really.
Awesome. I actually work with the Heart and Soil People's Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have an event there tonight.
the connections are crazy.
They're crazy. But that's awesome. I've been watching this show on HBO Max called Homegrown about this lady from Atlanta, a black woman in Atlanta who goes around and helps homes, to have their, garden in the city and, in their backyard, and kind of restructures their entire backyard. It's like a, listed or love it of backyards, but not really listed or love it. They're just going to get it and love it.
Right. And benefit from it. And
Yeah.
have to go to the grocery store and worry about all the other things that could be on it or grown with it.
But I like how not only is it functional, you have use for it, but also it looks beautiful. It gives you meaning and purpose in your yard, repurposes the land for what it's supposed to be, and helps the land, lowers your carbon footprint, connects you with the earth a lot more, connects you with nature, connects you with spirit.
Right.
There's a lot that goes into
Just
it.
therapy in itself.
Yeah.
Once you get out there and you get grounded and you're watching something grow.
There's a spiritual component to the
Oh,
plants.
100%. That's why I'm gardening. So I have a little even though I have a apartment, I have like a little backyard area. And I'm getting it ready right now to put down a raised bed. I want to do a 12-footer. But I'm removing the mesh that they put under the rocks that to stop growth. And I want to lay some new mesh because it looks ugly as hell. And I want to move all the rocks.
Yeah.
And maybe utilize it for something else, or just move it out of the backyard.
Get it out of the way.
And create a little path back there. And honestly, I'm not going to own this when I'm done because it's an apartment, but I'm doing it myself to learn. And it's spiritual in itself because it allows me to take care of something else. I think that's big in itself when people get a fish, a dog, or something outside of themselves that they have to care for and connect with and actually give a damn about.
Right. You have to
really
keep that
brings you
thing
out of
alive.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like was them gigapets. One of them
Well,
gigapets.
I think the digital versions are less connect with those.
Same thing.
No, it can die.
So what's like a suitable location to put your garden in? Like where, like anywhere in the yard?
You can have a
Like
garden in your backyard, of course, in your backyard, but you don't have to just be designated to your backyard. You can utilize your front yard, the side of your house. You can utilize your patio. You can have them in pots. People grow stuff in buckets.
doesn't matter if there's like a shaded area or not. Like
Yeah, I mean, we're in Arizona, so you don't want to just be like facing south side in the middle of the daytime with your plant just getting beamed on and burned all day long. You don't want that. You definitely want to have a good, shaded area, a nice spot for it. You really want to keep in mind where you put it.
Okay. So is the soil out here, are you making like your own soil, or how do you like?
I do have compost, so I did use some for some of the plants I made here recently for my customers. But I don't have like a big, huge compost bin or like a big bin of where I just have my own soil that I'm preparing. I still go purchase soil. But I've had a hard time growing like out in my backyard dirt. So I went to like only doing like above ground stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that like going to like a Home Depot or some garden section?
Yeah.
Some of that dirt. And are you treating that dirt with anything?
Like fertilizers?
Yeah.
And stuff? Yeah, I use different fertilizers. It depends. So like for my tomatoes, I have a specific fertilizer. You can make like your little like teas, like it's a worm casting tea that you can kind of get made through your compost. Yeah.
You do a layered approach?
I do not. No, I tried to do like the whole deep end, but I'm just still utilizing my the Miracle Grow fertilizers, and yeah.
How challenging do you guys think it would be to have a garden that's just sustained you? Like you have enough nutrition.
Yeah,
you don't have to go to the grocery store.
That's actually not that challenging for you, just you.
It depends on, you have to really be dedicated.
Yeah.
You have to like research. Like I've been learning through trial and error the last like 3 years, and for the master gardening program. So you can continue like learning, and you're putting in a certain amount of volunteer hours. So you can continue learning because there's so many ways and so many different things that you can do. Just like in a little bit of tiny space.
Master gardening section.
And
okay. That might have been weird because you know how they clap the thing? It makes a spike for where to edit it.
Yeah.
So I just clapped to do
No, that's good. The clappers do that.
Like the whole part out.
Let's take a little bit out right there.
Playlist part. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
but she got the raw behind the scenes. Like
she got everything.
Right
now. What I was speaking to is the amount or the size, how much space and what it would actually take, the effort in learning, the ramp up. It can be quite a bit much for anybody to learn and to kind of shift their lives and
maintain
do
it, right?
And maintain it.
Yeah.
But the actual, after you know what you're doing, the actual effort and maintaining that amount of food for just you is not too crazy. For like a family of 4 and larger, then you're getting into some shit.
Yeah, it's a challenging thing, I think, to want to have a family and feed them healthy food, and because the food is essentially like bad for us, right? Can we agree on that?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know,
100%.
The food is not that good for us, so we got to grow our own food, right?
Yes.
But we also got to take care of our children with the right nutrition. So maybe it starts with a balance, right?
Yeah.
Like you can have McDonald's with your friends, but here we got to eat like this. You know what I mean? Like that type of balance.
You said the show is big on philosophy, so I want to talk about the fact that there is a balance between the quality of life and the actuality of life. Yeah. Like, you want the best things, but you also have to do what you got to do.
50,000 things in one day.
Yeah. You might stop at McDonald's in your life. Yeah. And it's, you shouldn't feel shame for that for the rest of your days.
To me, what helps us with that is having an understanding of vocation and passion. Like, what do you love to do? And then how do you monetize or get compensated for what you're good at? And we get caught into the work routine where, like, pretty much high school and later, like, you're just trying to survive, right? You got to go make money, do what you got to do to you don't get the skills of gardening and learning how to be self-sufficient.
To do it on your own. You just spend it hustling to make the money, to spend all the money while you're hustling.
Yeah. So like it always goes to like a cult for me, unfortunately, where we gotta just create our own shit.
Yeah.
You have people that actually love to do botany, planting, things like that, and then that's what their role is. Like that's what they can do. That's what they want. They'll do other things, but like they'll maintain that side of it, so we can at least have control of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it does start on that kind of level of just building a community that can be sustainable, where we've identified who's good at what, and people kind of focus on those skills.
The hustle is a hustle.
Yeah.
And in a sense, you can get trapped in that,
Yeah.
or you can try to come up.
Okay.
It's all a gamble with the time that we have to put to it. But learning the skills that help us to sustain and maintain is always the best investment.
Yeah. And that's the philosophy that we gotta share, that we have to adjust mentalities on. You know,
Right.
it's what do they call it? Deserts, food deserts that essentially don't have areas to grow produce in a certain range of miles. Like we have to learn how to build our own thing, even if it's indoors. So, you know, I would love to see like communities of indoor gardening. That would be lit. Even if our office space had like some gardening aspect to it.
Would have a whole, Arrow Garden has a whole like,
Yeah.
they're stackable gardens, and it's water. It's just hydro systems with little pods. You don't even have to have soil. You're not lugging in and doing all this stuff. You're really just starting the pot, and as it grows, you start pulling your stuff off. And then if you need to repot it, you repot it and reseed
Bro,
it.
we about to grow basil.
So
up in this.
easy.
Hey, and rosemary.
And rosemary.
But the more we do it, our babies will see. Our babies are catching on. My youngest absolutely loves to see the stuff growing and go pick something, and you know what I mean? Feel like we're providing for ourselves. But the more they see it, the more they're gonna do it. And if you think about the benefits, like you said, to maybe like go have McDonald's with your friends, but then here we need to eat a certain way. These kids have so many different things that they're fighting against, like health-wise, mental-wise. They want to slap autism on every kid or whatever the case may be. But if you think about the things that we could be eating nutrition-wise that could help them to grow, you know, emotionally and mentally, physically, it's health overall. You know, somebody will think they're hungry and you're really just dehydrated and you go snacking all this nonsense, but you really just needed a little quick salad and a piece of fruit, and your day's going to go a whole lot differently than what it typically would if you just went and grabbed a burger or something.
I mean, speaking about that, when we grow our food, it has the proper nutrients in that food. We can control, you know, the soil that it's in, where it's pulling its nutrients from.
Pesticide, anything that comes near it.
That puts the nutrients into us that we need so that our bodies can work and function correctly. And I'm wondering if those benefits of, you know, our bodies working, functioning correctly led you into your second
1,000%.
you know, job. And
Absolutely.
explain a little bit about that.
Hey, shout out to that transition. I know you like the gunshots.
Yeah. He was pretty hyped about getting into the beast and just sounded.
I mean, look. We I'm just saying. Look, we've been spending some time in the garden. I've been in the garden.
You want to get to the other,
but I'm trying to pluck the flower.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, we can get into that. I had more of those questions, but it's okay because I'm interested as well in that career of. Let me know how you got into. Is it V-Steam?
It is. It's you know, it's our spa services. So you can get a full body steam. You can do a Yonni steam. You can get a foot detox, a foot massage. We offer our services in a massage salon parlor. So you can get all the services you need. There's an esthetician. It's James, the therapist. He's a masseuse. He's the owner there. You can get all those things you need. So like with my services specifically, we utilize all natural products. So all the things that we talk about, eating all the herbs and all the things that help our bodies, the different flowers, the root like maca root, things like that, turmeric, ginger, all those things are in our herb blends for the steam. So as you're steaming and your pores are just opening and you're sweating, your whole body's sweating, all those things are, you know, seeping in and getting into your body.
So it's like a release of detox?
It is a detox steam,
Okay.
So at best, have a nice cup of tea with whatever you feel your body needs.
Yeah.
And then the same as the herb blend while you steam.
Okay.
I had a gym membership to Lifetime.
Okay.
I don't know if you've been to that gym. Have you been there?
I don't think so.
Well, in Lifetime, they have this room. They have the steam room.
Yeah.
And it's like they put Vicks
Mm-hmm.
in the steam.
And it makes you feel
It relaxes you a
Boost
bit.
your
It opens up my airways.
your immune system.
The problem isn't really the steam. It's more that you're in there with about 6, 7 other naked men that are doing the same. And, you know what I'm saying, on the floor, and make sure you have your sandals on. You're gonna get staph infection. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
That is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You offer a more tailored experience. I mean, I'm not hating on Lifetime. Lifetime is great.
No.
No hate, Lifetime. Don't sue us. It's just that this is a more personal, more suited to your needs.
Yeah.
Because you've had like
Get a
these steam
meditation
parties.
Yeah, we do.
Like y'all link up and like let's detox our.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just steam out the place.
Basically.
All
All right. Question. So where does it go? Does it just drip into the like? Is there?
Like your sweat?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have on like a gown, and there's
He said, where does it
you have a mat.
follow that drip?
Right. You have a mat under you. People always ask that, but I would hope that things aren't just like falling out of people. That's not like a thing.
Is that a quarter?
It's not a thing at all. That's not the case.
Okay. No, I
It's
gotta
just
give me a
your
question.
sweat. It's seeping into their gowns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like there's mats, there's towels on the floor.
Bro, you lost your wallet.
Yeah, but there's not just like
Okay.
you're just sweating it out.
So educate me on this as well. Like, so essentially, and I don't know the scientific term for coochie.
Oh,
That's playing.
Scientific term.
No, but seriously, is there any type of like medical thing, like can you get an infection from doing that? Like,
I
what?
haven't. I mean, I feel like I probably steamed like over 100 the J's by now, for sure. And I haven't had anyone have any issues where they've like gotten infections or their pH balances or
like
for
pH.
anything. Yeah, no, it's natural stuff. It's the stuff that we should be consuming. Like, unless you know that you have a specific allergy and you shouldn't have hibiscus, then you need to say that. And we list everything that we have. You're gonna know what, mix of blend that you're using to steam with.
Okay.
I got a question, and I don't mean to have it be a little intruding, but
We gotta ask these questions.
we gotta ask the questions.
I don't know what.
That sounds like the steam may just be surface level. How do you?
Yeah, well, it depends. If you just want to do a Yoni steam, it is directly under your chair. But if you're doing like a full, like we have the sauna tents, you're sitting in a full body steam. It's like coming from it's just filling the whole tent. It's not. Just
okay, and you're in there soaking.
Yeah.
Okay, so you absorb it.
Yeah, but
That's good.
The V steams, yes, it is right beneath the chair.
Okay, and then you're sitting on the chair.
Right.
Are they
And
squatting?
it's not just like this random made up thing. This like goes back in history. Like, yeah,
People been doing these for.
for a very long time.
Is it a squat or like you just?
There's
sit?
different ways. It depends on the culture. Like there are some cultures that do they do more like a fire pit and like squat over it. Yeah. I had a lady do a steam. She did a steam party. And I think she was like a doctor, and she was so excited because she was from somewhere in Africa, and she was like, they did that as a tradition, except they put like they draped the thing over them, and they put some type of, I don't remember what she said, like on their head, and they kind of like squatted over the pit, and that melted as they steamed. Yeah.
Okay. I like the tribal.
It sounds like a challenge.
Challenge.
Can you stay there longer than the candle?
Challenge.
Yeah. Does so are there any like positive results that like a man might like with the like I'm like he's like
I would say there are ladies
what's the
that have
Let me sit on top of that.
Yes.
you know what I mean? All right.
It's like a
That's hilarious.
flowery steam. You have rose petals, hibiscus, you have mint in there, so it is, I would imagine, being a delightful treat.
Yeah. Okay.
Such
Snack. Okay, so would this be a good gift to like give
steam
someone?
session, absolutely. A spa session.
How would someone book with you to do?
They can go on the website, ebonygardens.com. You can book whatever service you would like, how long you would like that for, whether that be a steam, a foot detox, if you want a foot massage. Just book it.
So
you can message me. You can text me if you see my number.
The question.
Hold on. EbonyGardens.com.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, brother.
I'm saying the question is, Father's Day is coming up.
Yeah.
Are you going to entertain men that want to give Yoni steams to their dads?
You wouldn't say Yoni steam. That would be very disrespectful. My daddy would probably be pissed. But I do have men customers that they don't. So how can I word this?
What'd you call it? Bony steams?
Their hat steam the ball.
I'm just saying.
But I have had customers that do use like the same like type of chair. It's not all bedazzled and whatnot and all cute. It's like masculine. It's just like a red, black, whatever kind of chair. Yeah. And they have sat like openly. But then I've had other ones.
Hey, cut a hole in that fold out chair.
Yeah. There's like other guys that are like, don't play with me. Can I get in the sauna tent? But like fully dressed. Like, can I just get a sport? It's like a sports team.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like
the homie steam.
Cutting weight for sweat. Like
Yes. Just a detox steam. Yes.
The homie steams.
The homie steams.
Run that business.
Hell yeah.
Or you can get your dad. I feel like I did a
hilarious.
service on another one of your guys' partners. He's not here, but
nice.
At one of the events. Would you get your dad a foot detox? Dad's like
foot
pedicures,
detox,
foot detox.
like yeah. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
That's more what I would do. I just thought it would be hilarious to hear. I would want to hear that pitch.
Depending on the dad you're talking to, you're liable to get smacked. That'd be kind of smacked, knocked out. She means Yoni steam.
Yeah.
Dad, I really feel like.
I don't think I would like that as a gift.
You could also get your dad a plant.
Yes, there you go.
Daddy.
Oh, plant daddy. Yeah.
Plant daddy.
Shoot, my dad ain't gonna take care of no plants. I'm gonna give him a plant, and my mom's gonna end up taking care of it.
Yeah.
So, no, that's dope. I really appreciate you coming on my show, Fleek Sauce. Everyone, make sure that you go and support her at ebonygardens.com. Her Facebook is also Ebony Gardens.
Yeah, the Facebook group is Ebony Gardens. My Facebook is under Serena Reed, and then Instagram is just Ebony Gardens. TikTok, Ebony Gardens.
Dope. We appreciate what you're doing in the community. The type of business that you have is helping people get better, and it's really dope.
Thank you. I really appreciate you having me so much. So
awesome. Let's go ahead and just do a couple of that's it.
Go ahead. What happened to the gunshots? Where the bullets?
You ruined it.
Hey, thank you for tuning in and watching what we had to offer. Continue to look at what we have by following us on all the social medias and subscribing to our channels. YouTube, TikTok, everywhere you can find us. SongLab Live.